it's Jennifer with Jennifer at Home, and I'm super happy and super honored you're here today to join me for this very special flip-flop collaboration. This collaboration is hosted by Stephanie from North Carolina Mountain Momma, and Stephanie is having her 1-year YouTube anniversary. So a bunch of us have joined together and we are going to each put together a flip-flop video for you to see with our own creations with flip-flops to honor Stephanie for her 1-year YouTube anniversary. Today I'm going to be making a very special little tote bag. It's going to be a beach bag with a flip-flop design, and it's going to be for my mom for her big birthday coming up in just another month. I hope she doesn't see this video and ruin the surprise. But I'm going to be making this flip-flop beach bag for my mom. She lives in a beach area near the beach and she can take this to the beach with her. Let's get started and I'll show you just how I'm going to make it. So here's the canvas tote that I bought at IKEA, and it's made really well and very sturdy. It has a double set of handles so you can put the shoulder strap over your shoulder to carry the bag, or just carry the small handles like a duffel bag. And I have this really nice little cord here that I'm going to use to make the straps to replicate these on the flip-flop. And I have some white fabric that I'm going to cut out to use as the fabric for the flip-flop. I bought this at Walmart and it was very inexpensive just to buy this square of fabric already pre-cut, 18 inches by 21 inches. These flip-flops are new and I'm going to use these to trace around to get the shape I need for the flip-flops that I'm going to attach as appliques on the large canvas tote. Flip-flops are cut out now. I'm going to iron them and starch them so that they look nicer and they're much easier to work with. I have the flip-flop cutouts right where I want them to go. Now I'm going to pin them on one at a time, and they'll be much easier to sew one at a time, and then I'll come back and pin the other one on right adjacent to the first one. Okay, it's all pinned and we're ready to go to the sewing machine. Now that we have the first flip-flop sewn on this side, we'll go back and pin the one right next to it that we need to sew on next. We'll get it lined up just where it should be, and we'll just start pinning it just like we did the first one. And then we'll go back and sew it right into place. Now that we have both flip-flops in place, we're going to put the strap on. So what we want to do is just take our ribbon and put it on the side where we think the strap normally would be. That looks good right there. So I'm just I folded the end under so that way when I sew it, it'll have a nice finished edge. So I'm just going to pin this right in place where I want it to be. Just like that. Now I'm going to pull it up to where the toe area would be. I'll put it right there, and then I'm going to bring it down the other side and put it where it would connect on the other side. And I'll just trim that off and fold that edge under as well. I'm going to leave the toe portion open just like this, because we want a little bit of slack there so it will look like a real flip-flop. And then I will fold this area down in just a minute. After I sew the two side pieces on, we'll sew this part right in the middle to be just like a real flip-flop. All right, now I have the flip-flops pinned on each side on the back, and I have them coming up just to the top of the flip-flop. I've left this piece loose so that we can sew the straps down, and then we can adjust this piece just how we want to. Now I've sewn on the 2 edges of the flip-flop strap, and I'm going to sew the very top. I'll just put 1 little stitch right in the top on each one, and then we'll be done with our flip-flops. Alrighty, now that the flip-flops are all done and sewn, make sure you go back and clip off all of the extra little threads. I have one last thing I want to do. I want to take this little tie here. This is just a strip of ribbon that actually matches with the handles on the bag. So I have 1 piece left. I'm going to fold this over so that I get it the exact same length, and I'm just going to cut this in half, and I'm going to sew a piece on each side of this bag, because this is one great big loose bag and it could come open really easy. So I'm going to, I see that it has these ends right here are already fixed and finished. So I'm going to take the other 2 ends and I'm going to fold them over like this, and I'm just going to sew them on the inside of this bag. So this bag will now have a tie at the top, so it can easily be tied in a bow and won't gap open with beach supplies inside. And here's how this really cute beach bag turned out. You can see it has the flip-flops on the front, and it's just perfect to put in your beach towel. My mom can take this to the beach with her. She can put in her towel, her flip-flops, a snack, her sun lotion, and of course, a great big beach hat. It's big enough to carry all of these things. And now she can tie this up at the top, just like that, to hold it together and keep everything in place in the big flip-flop beach bag. There are a tremendous number of participants in this collaboration, so be sure to check those out. I'll have them all listed below so that you can easily find the other channels that are participating in this great flip-flop collaboration. I am so happy and so grateful you joined me today to make this special tote bag for my mom with the flip-flop pattern to honor Stephanie from North Carolina Mountain Momma. Be sure to check her channel out and the other channels as well, as a lot of these channels will be doing a giveaway coming up 1 week from today. So don't forget to subscribe to these channels and leave a comment, because you can come back 1 week from today to all the other channels and check them out and see what giveaways they'll be doing next Saturday. I really appreciate you being here, and I would love for you to subscribe. And don't forget to hit the like button and the notification button, and I'll see you next time.